Trotty with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The NFL has fined the Atlanta Falcons $250,000 and defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich $100,000 over leaking of Shedeur Sanders' phone number ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft, according to NFL Network insiders. Ulbrich's son Jax obtained Sanders' number from his father's iPad and used it to prank call him during the draft. Jax admitted fault and personally apologized to Sanders both directly and publicly. Jeff Ulbrich spoke publicly for the first time Wednesday, calling both his and his son's actions completely inexcusable. He issued a formal apology to Sanders, his family, and the Falcons organization. Meantime, Atlanta has exercised the fifth-year option on wide receiver Drake London ahead of today's deadline. London, the 8th overall pick in 2022, reported his first 1,000-yard season last year. The Ravens picked up the fifth-year option on safety Kyle Hamilton, but declined it on center Tyler Linderbaum. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This is the story of the One. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So, you want to buy a house. You could go online, do your research, find the dream listing, go see it, and get catfished. Back to the drawing board. More scheduling, more viewings, more, this doesn't even look like the photos. You could finally find one that does match the photos. Then comes the offer. Stress rash? Yep, make that 3. And here's the paperwork. Yep, never-ending paperwork. It's a lot. But you don't have to do it alone. Because there's an agent who's a realtor here to guide and help protect you as you find the home that's right for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL, Centro, California. It's another beautiful day. First day of May, 2025, May Day. Perfect day to dance around the maypole and take advantage of spring flowers. March winds, April showers, and May flowers. And, at the house, Jared, we've got the hibiscus are blooming beautifully, and so are a lot of the other wildflowers that I planted this year instead of vegetables.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Quick question. Does more May flowers mean more May allergies?
It certainly does.
Oh, man.
Yeah. High pollen counts, and, in the Imperial Valley, we've got stuff blooming all year round.
Oh, yeah, there's always, some alfalfa or something out there, yeah.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, it's a new month, and, if you look back in April, we celebrated Earth Day, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we just wanted to remind you from Earth Day, the most recycled things in the world are aluminum cans, plastic jugs, and Fast and Furious scripts.
What are they on? Fast? I don't even know. I think they made it to like Fast 10 or 9 or something, and they just like restarted it.
I will put that on the list of movies that I have never seen, nor do I have a desire to see.
Yeah, I saw the first 2 and then left it after that.
Yeah. It's like TV, okay? I have never seen Keeping Up with the Kardashians because I don't care.
You don't want to keep up with them?
No. Anyway, in the news, members of the Chinese Coast Guard seized a tiny sandbank in the South China Sea, escalating their dispute with the Philippines. I understand the Chinese Coast Guard members took beach towels and laid them out all in the traditional sign language of international ownership. Yeah, it's ours. We got our beach towel here. Would somebody go get me a cold drink? Yeah. Oh. Anyway, first day of May, and lots of things happening this weekend. We will tell you about them. some of them. You can check out our website, kxoradio.com, and find more. Follow us on Facebook, interesting things on Facebook. And right now we're on YouTube. Our morning news available on our YouTube channel. So you can check that out as well. Okay, and this is going to be kind of sneaky. Monday will be Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, well.
Uh-oh. People are going to be calling out Monday and then rolling in Tuesday a little groggy.
I suppose. Okay, we've got birthdays. Are you ready?
Birthday time.
Singer Judy Collins, 86. Singer Rita Coolidge, 80. Nick Fortuna of the Buckingham, 79. Actor Dan Florek, 74. Singer, songwriter, he ain't afraid of no ghost. Ray Parker Jr. is 71. Actor Byron Stewart, 69. Actor Maya Morgenstern is 63. Actor Scott Coffey, 61. Actor Charlie Schlatter, 59. Actor Julie Benz is 53. Actor Darius McCrary, 49. Actor Jamie Dornan, 43. Actor Carrie Bish is 41. And actor Lizzie Green, 21. Local birthdays coming up.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
We have happy birthday wishes for Dylan Paradise, Denise Ryan, Anna Keating, Art Garcia, Rosemary Cornejo, Gary Wong, Cheryl Bynum, Sofia Nunez Alvarez, Christopher Nero, Presley DePauli, Mark Weil, Alfonso Moreno, Ali Pachter, Andrea Leonard, Angie Rojas, Mira Pearson, Laura Fankhauser, Haley Townsell, Anthony Zamora, Anna King, Angie Willimon, and Fidel Alvarez. Happy birthday from KXO. Yeah, have a wild May Day birthday. Did you hear the latest from Washington? Yeah, they're floating the idea of paying people $5,000 to have babies. Okay, look, if you want Americans to have babies, you don't hand out free money. Instead, hand out free tequila. Tequila has produced more babies in this nation than any government program could or ever will. Ah, boy, another great idea. Okay, we've got news if you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by your friends at the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
To share future revenues from its mineral reserves with the U.S. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
This partnership establishes a fund that will receive 50% of royalties, license fees, and other similar payments from natural resource projects in Ukraine.
On this May Day, anti-Trump demonstrations are planned across the country. Jackson Potter is the vice president of the Chicago Teachers Union.
The very constitutional pillars of First Amendment protections are under attack.
A group holding a protest on the National Mall in Washington is urging Congress to impeach Trump. CBS meteorologist Jessica Birch says the storm system that dumped 12 inches of rain on parts of Oklahoma and Texas is moving into the Mississippi Valley.
From now until Friday night, we can gear up for anywhere up to around 2 to 4 inches of rain in major cities like Jackson, Mississippi, all the way over into Austin and Houston, with damaging winds in the forecast too.
At least 2 people drowned in the floodwaters in Oklahoma. CBS News Brief. I'm Michael Wallace.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. No reports of injuries after a gun went off inside an elementary school in Marina del Rey.
People were running and trying to find someone to hide.
Los Angeles Unified School District saying a student brought a gun to Westside Global Awareness Magnet Wednesday. The gun discharging inside a classroom after a backpack was dropped on the ground. School officials and police still searching for the boy who's believed to have brought the gun to campus. Jeff Spurbeck has died. The 61-year-old sports agent had attended the Stagecoach Music Festival with his longtime friend and client, football legend John Elway, and their wives over the weekend. Spurbeck reportedly falling out of a golf cart Elway was driving as they left a party. He died Wednesday. Fellow agent Peter Schaefer.
As opposed to most agents, he was very humble. Right? He was not one to seek the spotlight.
Riverside County Sheriff's Office releasing a statement saying it's committed to conducting a thorough investigation. 2-day strike by more than 55,000 LA County employees is over. Ending last night is scheduled after about 48 hours. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
Testing.
We are live from Chick-fil-A.
This is Grant.
And this is Laura.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that sweet bun.
And that chicken filet was perfectly crispy and soft at the same time.
And that Smokehouse Barbecue sauce, it's a lot of fun. And the brown sugar bacon definitely had a little bit more pizzazz. Also, the mac, one of the all-time greats. Man, I'm getting hungry.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and a Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the Imperial Valley ready to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO News. Child smuggling attempt. An alleged child smuggling attempt was foiled. Here's George Gale.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers at the area port of San Luis stopped a woman at the border crossing. The incident occurred Tuesday at about 3 a.m. 23-year-old woman, a Mexican citizen and legal permanent resident, approached the border in a car with a small child asleep in the rear seat. The woman presented a U.S. birth certificate for the child and said that she was the mother of that child. CBP officers noticed that the child was in an abnormally deep sleep and did not appear to be the age that was indicated on the birth certificate. The officers determined that there was no family relationship between the woman and the child. The birth certificate was real, but did not belong to that child. The youngster was identified as a 5-year-old boy, a Mexican citizen, and did not possess valid entry documents. The woman said that the boy had been given sleep sedatives prior to the attempted crossing. Officers turned the woman over to a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's Homeland Security investigations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other news, a man was caught in possession of child pornography. A man crossing from Mexico into the United States was apprehended at the San Luis port of entry. The 27-year-old man, a Mexican citizen, was stopped at the border at about 8 a.m. on April 24th. He was referred to secondary inspection for questioning about his B1, B2 visa. While in secondary, CBP officers conducted an in-depth search of the man's belongings and discovered a child pornography material. Officers seized the items and the man was turned over to Homeland Security investigations. KXO Local News Time, 7:43.
Here's an idea. When your vehicle is just sitting there, whether it's at work or at home, and it needs service, let our mobile service come to you. Hey, this is Lauren at El Centro Motors. Whether it's batteries or brakes or tire rotation or an oil change or pretty much any need that your vehicle has, let us come to you. By utilizing our mobile service, it's easy. Just give us a phone call. We'll get your appointment set. Or if you prefer, you can visit us at one of our 3 conveniently located quick lanes for any and all of your service needs.
And a truck rolls. Yeah, an Amazon Prime truck rolled over on Wednesday morning. Here's George Gale.
The incident occurred shortly after 8 a.m. on eastbound Interstate 8 near Mountain Springs Road. The incident partially blocked the traffic lanes as emergency crews worked. Drivers sustained minor injuries. Traffic was disrupted for several hours as crews cleared the wreckage. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And the 16th annual Dancing with the Stars Gala returns on Friday. The Imperial Valley Regional Occupation Program Community Foundation will host the fundraising event at the Pipa Ballroom at the Kchong Casino. The celebrity stars at this year's event include Danny Arguelles, Eric Hansen, Alex Hager, Kimberly Ortega, Kayla Rodriguez, and Rebecca Terrazas-Baxter. The celebrities team up with professional instructors in a dance competition to be judged the best and for People's Choice honors. The IVROP Community Foundation uses the event to raise money for scholarships and grants for local youth pursuing post-secondary education. Through the years, more than $380,000 have been awarded to over 400 students. The Dancing with the Stars Gala kicks off at 6 p.m. on Friday, and the dance competition begins at 8 p.m. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you. Register now to attend the 2025 Imperial Valley Economic and Energy Summit, taking place June 11th and 12th, 2025 at Imperial Valley College. Join us for 2 days of cutting-edge discussions, dynamic speakers, and powerful panels focused on shaping the future of our region's economy and energy sector. Sponsor opportunities are now available, so act fast before they're gone. These opportunities include discounts, signature beverages, exclusive access, and more. Page 2 of the local news and weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m.
The Imperial County Humane Society wants to empty the shelter. Here's George Gale.
The Bissell Pet Foundation is again underwriting adoptions at the local pet shelter from today, May 1st, through May 15th. All adoption fees are reduced to $25. Imperial County Humane Society has plenty of puppies, dogs, kittens, and cats available for adoption. You visit the Humane Society shelter on Apico Avenue in El Centro anytime during business hours to see the perfect pet. You can also view the available pets online at the Humane Society website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Mental Health Awareness Month. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Imperial County Behavioral Health Services will kick off the month with a Mental Health Awareness Walk. The event will be held today at the Martin Luther King Pavilion in El Centro. The community is invited to join the walk that aims to increase public education and advocacy, as well as reduce the stigma surrounding mental health. The walk begins at 9 a.m. and continues until 11:30 a.m., and there will be snacks for participants. And Imperial County will celebrate Law Day. Oh, yes. Here is George Gale.
The annual Law Day community event will be held today at the county courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. The theme for this year's event is Out of Many, One. According to the Superior Court of Imperial County, there will be free legal advice, food and craft vendors, courthouse tours, safety vehicle showcase, and dress up as a judge with photos for kids. The event will run from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight. It's free, family-friendly event. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:48. We'll take a look at the local weather coming up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For May specials, try our Pineapple Martini or an ice-cold bottle of Busch Light for $3.99. May plated a month is a machaca torta. And we now offer a new seasonal dessert, the Churro Ice Cream Sandwich. Burgers and Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers and Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says a fairly quiet weather pattern will persist through the end of this week, with temperatures hovering near to slightly above normal levels. A potent weather system will then affect the desert Southwest by this weekend, bringing increased winds and much cooler temperatures. Well below normal temperatures will persist into early next week before a warming trend commences through the middle and latter portion of next week. 94 our high yesterday, 61 the overnight low. Today, sunny with a high near 92. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 63. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south later. Friday, sunny with a high near 94. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 93. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, increasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 72. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. And we have 70 degrees downtown, 24% our relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest at 325 miles an hour, and air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can bring the family. You can meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Hi, I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
We're representatives of California's Teachers, Pension, and Retirement Advisors, LLC. And we're located here in the Imperial Valley, providing free 403B and 457B retirement education, in addition with counselors and CalPERS pension review.
And Michael, let's not forget about pension maximization and IRS code 7702.
Absolutely.
To schedule an appointment with us, visit us at www.californiateacherspension.com for a free, comprehensive, and compelling financial analysis.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night. It was Houston powering past Golden State 131-116. Golden State leads that series 3-2. The other matchup in the NBA last night, well, Minnesota Timberwolves beat up on the LA Lakers 103-96. Minnesota takes that best-of-5 series 4-1. Luka Doncic added 28 points. Rudy Gobert had 27 for the T-Wolves. Whither goest King James? Matchups tonight in the NBA. It's New York at Detroit, Denver at the Clippers. KXO Sports Time. It is 7:52.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball action yesterday. The Cardinals shut out the Reds 6-0, game one of a doubleheader. And the Cardinals held on in the nightcap and beat the Reds 9-1. Tigers topped the Astros 7-4. Rockies slipped by the Braves 2-1. Dodgers dumped the Marlins 12-7. Mariners beat up on the Angels 9-3. It was the Guardians topping the Twins 4-2. Orioles edged the Yankees 5-4. Pirates nipped the Cubs 4-3. Phillies over the Nationals 7-2. Royals blanked the Rays 3-0. Blue Jays edged the Red Sox 7-6. Diamondbacks nipped the Mets 4-3. Brewers beat the White Sox 6-4. Athletics dominated the Rangers 7-1. And the Padres, they beat the Giants 5-3 at Petco. And Andre Agassi won his professional pickleball debut. Professional pickleball. Anyway, Agassi is a professional, and he won his professional debut the day after he turned 55. He teamed up with 18-year-old Annalie Waters to defeat a pair of even younger teens, 11-8, 9-11, 11-7, in the mixed pro division at the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships in Naples, Florida. I'll be dilled. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers.
We're going to dance. We're going to dance and have some fun.
The IVROP Community Foundation is hosting the 16th Annual Educational Scholarship Fundraiser, Dancing with the Stars Gala, on Friday, May 2nd at the Kxo Casino Resort. Diamond sponsor for this event is Vesper Society. Ruby sponsors are Marion V. Fenley, State Farm Agent, and BHE Renewables. Sapphire sponsors are Victoria Homes, Gallagher Insurance, Imperial Printers, Health Peak and Honor Health Services, and KXO AM 1230 FM 107.5. For tickets to this premier event, contact Wendy Ramirez at IVROP Community Foundation. IVROP Community Foundation's Dancing with the Stars Gala, May 2nd at Kxo Casino Resort. Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Well, the tariffs on imported cars and auto parts will cost General Motors between $4 and $5 billion this year. But in an interview on CNN, CEO Mary Barra said the company doesn't necessarily expect to pass those higher costs on to consumers in the form of elevated prices. Barra said, "We believe pricing is going to stay at about the same level as it is. Pricing changes in our industry at least monthly, and sometimes more frequently. We're going to respond to the market." The company does expect the higher tariff cost to eat into its earnings as it slashed its profit guidance for the year. The estimated tariff cost and the lower profit target were revealed in a letter to shareholders. McDonald's sales dropped in the beginning of the year, marking the second consecutive quarter of declines as customers pull back their spending amid economic uncertainty. In the U.S., the largest market for McDonald's, same-store sales dropped 3.6%, the chain's worst drop since 2020 during the height of the COVID pandemic when people were told to stay home. Net income for the first quarter was $1.87 billion, a decline from $1.93 billion compared to the same period a year ago. However, McDonald's notes that since last year at a leap day, or that extra day to make money, that slightly hurt its sales in 2025. Makes sense. Taking a look at the big board, we see green. The Dow rallying on gains by Microsoft, NVIDIA, and others. Right now, the Dow up 353 points at 41,022. The S&P 500 up 81 points at 5649. The NASDAQ up 421 points at 17,867. Gold dropped 83 cents an ounce, and oil is up 69 cents a barrel, which means they'll charge you an extra 40 cents at the pump.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number one priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 92, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Tonight, clear, a low around 63, west wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming south. Friday, sunny with a high near 94, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now downtown, 75 degrees. With that, 24% relative humidity. Wind out of the southwest at about 5 miles an hour. Air quality good throughout the valley. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the Imperial Valley's only postal box service that offers 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. CBS News has learned that Trump National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and his top deputy Alex Wong have been fired. Waltz was the man who took responsibility for setting up a signal group chat on Yemen attack plans that included a journalist. It used to be, as GM goes, so goes the nation. Now, with economic questions swirling and tariffs on the table, we're hearing from the legacy automaker.
GM CEO Mary Barra says tariffs will cost her company $4 to $5 billion this year. They can mitigate up to 30% of that by actions they're taking in-house.
It's working on improving U.S. content, and it's being very cost-focused.
GM has already moved some pickup production back to its Fort Wayne plant in the U.S. Barra hints more of that is coming, but wouldn't give specifics. Jeff Gilbert, CBS News.
Well, citing tariffs, Xbox has increased the prices of its consoles and controllers by more than 25%. White House advisor Stephen Miller characterizes the new deal signed that gives the U.S. access to Ukraine's valuable rare earth minerals.
It's meant to pay back the United States. This is the key point. For the hundreds of billions of dollars that our taxpayers have spent subsidizing the war in Ukraine. So it is repayment to the United States.
Ukraine sought the deal to get increased American protection as the fighting with Russia drags on. Anti-Trump forces plan demonstrations in major cities today. David Mittich leads a group that's organizing rallies.
It's a constitutional crisis, and there's a lot of people, unfortunately, on the Democratic side that want to wait till the midterms. We believe that we don't have that much time. There's over, 500 days now till the midterms.
A man remains in critical condition after a fall a little more than 20 feet from the outfield stands onto the field at Pittsburgh's PNC Park, stunning players and fans.
I was watching the play, and all of a sudden I saw that McCutcheon and the second baseman were looking at right center field, and I was like, and everybody else on the team was looking that way. It's like, what's going on?
CBS's Jim Crisula with more on one state's action that will affect student athletes.
In a first-of-its-kind legislation, Florida lawmakers have approved a measure requiring cardiac tests for student athletes. Any student participating in or seeking to play in school sports would have to undergo an EKG. School board members in Miami-Dade County recently approved mandatory heart testing for student athletes.
And checking Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 345 points. The NASDAQ is up 419. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it. Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more. With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Chargers sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
Artificial intelligence is on the case, bringing the queen of mystery back to life.
This is all rather new to me.
I'll say. Crime writer Agatha Christie died in 1976, but is now delivering crime writing tutorials thanks to a team of AI experts and Christie scholars working closely with her family.
Agatha Christie changed storytelling forever. She defined and refined the art of murder mystery writing.
Christie descendant James Pritchard.
My family approached this project with great love and respect for my great-grandmother.
The course is available on the educational streaming platform BBC Maestro. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
An 11-year-old tourist was the first to spot a 10-foot great white shark stranded in shallow water off the coast of southern Australia. 3 local men managed to return the distressed shark from a sandbank to deeper water after almost an hour-long rescue effort. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230, KXO.